Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden truths in corporate filings, even if they're not exactly thrilling. But this one might just surprise you because we're talking about a company that's quite literally changing its address and its legal DNA. Today we are diving into a DILLARD'S Inc. filing that announces a big move, a significant change in how the company is legally set up. Normally these things are drier than my uncle's holiday fruitcake, but let's see if we can find some juicy bits. They are basically moving their legal home from Delaware to Texas, folks. This report covers events leading up to August 19th of 25 and details a plan that will make DILLARD'S officially a Texas company by the end of August. So why is this happening? And more importantly, what does it mean for shareholders or anyone who cares about how big retailers operate? DILLARD'S is a well-known name in department stores, especially in the southern United States. They've been around for a while, operating a bunch of stores and selling everything from clothes to home goods. Their stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker DD, so this move technically impacts how they are incorporated, which is a pretty fundamental legal change. The main reason for this filing is all about changing where DILLARD'S is legally based. They are moving their corporate headquarters by converting from being a Delaware corporation to a Texas corporation. They call this the Texas Corporation. They call this the Texas Reincorporation. This wasn't a surprise move. DILLARD'S held a special meeting where their stockholders voted on and approved this change. It's like the company decided it was time for a change of scenery, but on a legal level. The actual switch over is planned for the very last minute of August 31st. This signifies the end of their Delaware era and the dawn of their Texas incorporation. So what exactly changes with this move? Well, the biggest thing is that Delaware law will no longer govern the company's internal affairs. Instead, Texas law and how Texas companies are managed will take over. Think of it like changing states to live in. Your old state's rules about property and taxes might be different from your new state's rules. For DILLARD'S, it's about the legal framework that shapes how the company is run. For the shareholders, it mostly means a seamless transition. Your shares of DILLARD'S stock will automatically become shares of the new Texas corporation. You don't need to do anything and you won't have to swap your stock certificates because it's all done electronically. Trading of DILLARD'S stock on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol DDS will continue without pause. This indicates the company wants to make this as smooth as possible for investors and the market. One specific change is that certain preferred stock that DILLARD'S had on record will be eliminated. This means those shares are being cancelled and won't be available anymore. It's a cleanup of their capital structure, if you will. Importantly for employees and those involved in company plans like retirement or stock options, all those arrangements will automatically carry over to the new Texas corporate structure. DILLARD'S is making sure employee benefits and agreements remain unaffected. It means their job or benefits are still the same, just under a new legal umbrella. This whole reincorporation process also involves updating their foundational legal documents, the Articles of Incorporation and bylaws, which are essentially the company's rulebook. This is all part of aligning with Texas corporate law. Let's look at how the vote went down. The record date for the meeting was July 25, 2025. At that time, DILLARD'S had over 11 million shares of Class A common stock and about 4 million shares of Class B common stock outstanding. The vote was overwhelmingly in favor of the Texas Reincorporation. A massive 12,791,756 votes were cast for the move. There were some votes against it, about 1.4 million, which is not insignificant, but clearly the majority of shareholders were on board with this relocation. Interestingly, there were 0 broker non-votes, meaning any shares held by brokers who didn't have specific instructions from their clients were not counted either for or against this proposal. This suggests a very clear mandate from the shareholders who did vote. This section lists the actual documents that make this filing official, such as the plan of conversion, the certificate of formation with the Texas Secretary of State, and the new bylaws. These are the legal papers that formalize the move. But of course they include the standard interactive data file for the cover page, meaning this report is formatted digitally for easier analysis by machines and regulators. Finally, we have the signatures of key company executives. Philip R. Watts, the Senior Vice President and Co-Principal Financial Officer and Principal Accounting Officer, and Chris B. Johnson, the Senior Vice President and Co-Principal Financial Officer, and Chris B. Johnson, the Senior Vice President and Co-Principal Financial Officer, both signed off on this report August 20th, 2025. This signals the company's official acknowledgement and filing of this major corporate restructuring. The signatures from Philip R. Watts and Chris B. Johnson confirm that top financial officers have reviewed and approved this report. So what's my take on all this? Moving domicile like this from Delaware to Texas is often done to take advantage of a more favorable corporate, legal, or tax environment. Delaware is known for its well-established corporate law, making it a popular choice for companies. Texas, on the other hand, might offer certain benefits, or perhaps the company's leadership feels a stronger connection to Texas from a shareholder perspective, as long as the operational and financial stability of the company remains intact and the move doesn't introduce new hidden risks. This is mostly a procedural change. The overwhelming shareholder approval suggests confidence in Dillard's management and their strategic decisions. The lack of operational disruption is a clear positive sign. However, anytime a company changes its core legal structure, it's worth keeping an eye on any unforeseen consequences. For now, Dillard's is embarking on a new chapter as a Texas incorporated entity, and time will tell if this move offers tangible benefits beyond the strategic alignment with their operational base. Alright, that's our breakdown of Dillard's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.